Security, escort this gentleman out, please.
Come on, Soda Pop, let's go.
Well, we're here today in front of City Hall. My name's Bruce Danielson with Citizens for Integrity. I'm standing here with my new co-chair, Kermit Staggers, who is on the Stop the Funding campaign that we've started. And first off, I'd like to put this around Kermit's neck as our new co-chair, so everybody knows what we're trying to do. And I wanted to make sure everybody understood in the town of Sioux Falls that what we're trying to do is go through this process that we have to get done of following through with what the people want. We've been getting signatures now for 3 days. I've never seen in my 44 years of getting petitions the kind of activity that we've been able to receive. As an example, 38 minutes when we started at the county administration building this morning, we had 60 signatures. We had 8 clipboards going. This is like, I've never seen this kind of activity before. People are waiting for us to show up. And it's very exciting. And so I would like to welcome Kermit to our effort. He has been a stalwart of fiscal responsibility and process in his 12 years on the city council, 8 years in the state senate, and his many years teaching. And I'd like to, if Kermit would like to say something for a minute.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you very much, Bruce. I appreciate that. Okay, right here? Okay. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bruce, for introducing me. It's a pleasure to be co-chair of this committee here. The reason I say it's a pleasure being co-chair is because what we have to do is we have to sometimes be very reasonable in the way we spend money. And wanting to spend over $20 million on a administration building, you know, many people, including many citizens in Sioux Falls, would say that's excessive. We should not be doing that. There are other ways that we can handle this issue, because with the spending of over $20 million on this new building, it's just basically growing government. And what we want to do here in Sioux Falls is not to grow government. What we want to do in Sioux Falls is we want to grow business. We want to grow the economy here in Sioux Falls. So when I was on the council, I voted, or I had a number of votes here dealing with this administration building, and every time I voted no. And I'm glad I did. And if I was on the council now, I'd still vote no. But fortunately, we have a lot of good people on the council now that are voting no on this. The only issue, of course, really is the veto that took place and trying to overcome the veto. But I think it's fair to say that probably most people in Sioux Falls are wondering, well, why do we need a $20 million building for administrators? Especially, you know, we're building a indoor swimming pool for about the same price. Is this really necessary? And I guess I would contend at this point in time it's not necessary, because we have a lot of other places where we could be housing city government. In fact, just taking a look right here across the street, we could be using that building on a more permanent basis than what we are now. So anyway, hey, thanks for coming. And it's really windy here today. And but Bruce, once again, thank you for getting this campaign underway. You're really helping the citizens of Sioux Falls.
This has been an exciting process, and one of the things that I want to clarify in this whole process is we're not getting rid of the building behind us. There's no discussion at all about getting rid of this building. The only thing we're doing for $25 million is essentially getting rid of a $120,000 payment for a lease across the street in that building. And I want people to understand that there are a lot of options on the table. In the several hundred petitions that have been signed in my presence in the last few days, not a single one of these people seem to be interested in the same issue as to why they don't want it. And this is what's exciting about this whole process, is we are finding out that we may have 70% of the people of Sioux Falls who will vote against this building when it gets on the ballot. And there's a debt to pay in this process by politicians that don't want to understand what the people are asking for. And I've opened it up to any kind of questions that you have.
Even if you do, well, how many signatures do you have right now?
I haven't gotten reports, but I'll tell you what, yesterday when I was downtown and then today at the admin building, I have a lot of people coming up and saying they already have signed the petition. I have no idea who they signed it with or anything else. I've put out, I'm building these packets, and anybody can call me for one of these packets. I have 10 petitions, all the instructions in each one of these packets, and the reasons why we are opposing this process. And I've already, I think now, put out over 50 of these, which is, if you extrapolate what's in here, this is, so far I think we've put out enough signing lines for 10,000 signatures. And I'm not handing these out to just people who want to hold them. They are out working neighborhoods already. And it is just blowing my mind that this is happening this fast.
So is it fair to say that you have about 50 volunteers?
Well, yeah, I've got 50 people putting these envelopes out, and these envelopes are set up so that they can keep track of who they hand petitions to with their phone numbers, and they're becoming kind of like team captains to get the job done. And yesterday I got a phone call or actually a text message that said, we need petitions ASAP. So I had to run from the northeast part of town to the southwest part of town so that they could finish what they were doing. They were running out of petitions. It's just the most amazing thing. And I'm just so impressed with the people of Sioux Falls and how they've taken this and what they want to do with it. So,
The 5-3 number isn't going to change from the looks of it, no matter what. So even if you guys were to get your signatures, there's still vetoes in play, right? With setting the election date and all that.
I'm not a city council person, so I'm not doing the nose counts on that. That's another issue to the side of what we're doing. I don't have a vote in that. You don't have a vote in that. So what we're doing is we're going out here and we are trying to let the people in on the process. We're going to get these signatures and we're going to get them in time. We've already been told by several people in the administration that they are going to contest every signature on the ballots just to circumvent what the people want.
So what will, Councilor Staggers, what will you be doing? Are you more of a figurehead in this, a symbol maybe, or will you actually be out?
Well, I would like to try to get out and to help get the signatures too. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spend on this though, but I'm going to try to be out there also getting signatures, yes.
Kermit has been a guiding force in a lot of what we've done for many years, and we've always appreciated his steadfastness in all of these efforts that we've done.
Kind of going off of what you said, how impressed you are with how this effort has gone, having Mr. Staggers now with you, can you explain just how it's continued to grow your effort?
You know, people have been asking me, will Kermit be involved? And I want to say Kermit's involved.
Okay. I didn't know people were asking about me being involved, though.
When you have a reputation like Kermit, and Kermit has such a strong following, that people look to what he wants, you know, what he's done. He's always been out there and very consistent. And what we're doing is maybe an offshoot of what he has been trying to do, and we're excited about it.
Bruce, how many of these, you mentioned you've done these in the past. Do you have an idea of how many efforts you've done like this in the past?
Oh my gosh. In 44 years of passing petitions for candidates and issues, you know, I've been involved in dozens of them. I don't even remember all of them anymore. I go back through some of my old paperwork and go, oh yeah, I forgot about that one in '92, and you know, that kind of stuff. It's you know, when you do it a long time, you just know that you've had a part in things, and this is the first time I've actually gone and done this much of the effort. And it's, you know, I was drinking my coffee on Wednesday morning and it started. So, and it's exciting that I did something. I asked people questions and they said, well, we got to do something. And so I started putting people together, and I'm so proud of all of these people who are just going out there. I'm having people just driving up to us over at the county admin building and looking for us to say, I thought we could find you. Do you have petitions? And I give them a packet. And I've got people going out and working their neighborhoods tonight. It's an amazing thing.
Do you have a target date? I know that was kind of a...
I'm trying middle of next week. So and the way we're going to be having quite a few events. Sometime this afternoon, one of the volunteers is putting together the Facebook page so that you'll be able to find Stop the Funding on Facebook. I don't know how that's done. I don't Facebook. Kermit doesn't Facebook. So we have to have people who do Facebook. I have enough other things to do than it. So I'm proud that these people are willing to step up and do these things. People want to volunteer to go down and be at the courthouse, walk their neighborhoods, anything. We'll get petitions out to them. This thing's going to work. It's a fire that's going to be hard to put out.
Kermit, you obviously just stepped away from the council just a few months ago. Are you surprised to get back involved so quickly after you stepped away?
Yes, I am. But I'm glad, because this is such
Sorry,
a...
can you step?
Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm very glad to be involved in this, because it's something that has to be done. The citizens have to be have their point of view represented, and I am convinced that there are many citizens that are wondering, why are we spending so much money, over $20 million on this new facility? This is not necessary. We could do other things with that money, or whatever. And so, no, I'm happy, but I am surprised. Yes, I just got back from vacation last week, and so for the last day or two, I've been trying to recover from the vacation. And then I get this phone call from Bruce here asking me to take part in this, and so I'm glad to do that.
Were you surprised the mayor used his veto power?
No, I think that probably most of the council members believed he would veto it. Yes, I'm not surprised at all.
Why? Because he truly believes that we need the building?
Well, anytime when you have the need for a veto, it indicates that you don't have the support of council. And that's what it boils down to. Most of the council was in favor of not doing this. And, that's what it boils down to. So I think that's a primary reason why we have the veto taking place. Yeah. As a way for the mayor, and this is all legitimate, of course, for the mayor to get his way, basically. So it's a contest between the council and the mayor.
Anybody have any other questions? Well, we'd really like to thank everybody for coming. We'll be having news releases over the next week or so on our progress, and we've got some events that we'll be letting all of you in on that we'll be doing over the next few days. And there's a lot going on in a very short period of time, and I hope I keep everybody informed. So,
Do you guys have a set date yet of when you need signatures? Or
no, that, I was just talking to a city council person here a little bit ago, and there are things that can be done. And, so what we need is the overwhelming numbers to say this is what the citizens want. And if the citizens want it, then, as Michelle Erpenbach had said in the quoted article the other day in the paper, was that if the signatures are there, they have to take another look at it. And so we're looking at holding them to that. We really need this thing done.
When you say an overwhelming number, is there kind of a specific number?
Well, let's say when you do a petition drive, if you can get, as in the Walmart and Shea Places issues in 2013, they got 6,500, 5,800 signatures in 19 days. We're looking at getting the new number of 5,750 in about 12 days. And with the force that we're putting out there and the publicity that we're getting and all the things that are happening, we're gonna, if we get those numbers as we think we will, I mean, to be able to get that kind of numbers in 19 days or in 12 days, that if we had 6 months, I'm sure that we would get 20,000. Just judging from the things that I've done in my past. When we did the Snowgate petition in 2012, we got 8,400 signatures in that time period. And then look at what happened with the vote on it. You know, it was so overwhelming. I had never been involved in that type of a petition effort. That was my first local Sioux Falls petition effort. And I was amazed. In that one alone, I got 1,400 signatures. Well, we did that over a period of 5 months or 6 months, and we made it. Well, we can do that with this easily. I just feel it. And I've never been. Somebody told me the other day I must be getting cocky, but it's just, you know, it's just there's this gut that you have, and the way people are clamoring to sign this thing is just amazing.
Y'all come back now. Cheers.
What kind of morons run this outfit?